What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and I'm welcoming you back to another YouTube video. And today, again, we're going to be doing something pretty interesting. Do you remember Noivern GX? Yeah, so do I. And Malamar? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people looked at that and went, Noivern Malamar seems pretty fun. And we're just going to be backtracking a bit and trying this out to see how it goes. So, Noivern GX, Malamar, we got Alterius for damage buff. That's pretty much the deck itself. And the reason I'm playing it now is because it kind of works very well against Pikarom, because if you use Distort a lot of the times, you're shutting down a lot of vital cards in Pikarom. Pikarom is extremely item reliant, so it's pretty good against Pikarom. On top of that, it's also good against Zoroark, because if you use its second attack, which is quite achievable with Malamar, then you can shut down their energy, DCE energy attachments, to the point at which they can barely attack. So it's pretty good against both of the top tier decks in that sense, but you have to set up quickly to be able to kind of keep up, because both Pikarom and Zoroark are extremely quick. So I've built this deck to really help with the setup and just get it out quick and get everything going. So that's hopefully what we're going to be trying to do today. I've seen a lot of success with it, trying it out and testing it. And there's been a lot of variants I've been making in this deck. I've been working on this deck for quite a while just to try and get something that I feel is good enough to upload to the channel. So yeah, so this is one of the decks I've been mentioning when I say I've been working on decks. This is one of them. I'm working on other decks on the side as well. But I feel like, was I about to say I feel like this? I feel like I should take a bit more time in the decks that I build just to refine it a little bit more, because I've been discovering in my videos, as I'm sure you've figured out, there's a lot of times I upload a video, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that card. How could I? If I take the time a bit more in my decks, then I think I'll be able to kind of figure out the cards that I might be missing. But knowing me, I've probably missed a card anyway. And so here we go. I'm uploading this deck, and hopefully this does very well. Oh, I hope we're not getting up against Garchomp, because it's kind of rough. But although if we do get our primary attack, I guess, Sonic Volume out, then we could definitely cause some problems for Garchomp in its attack cost. So that's what I'm hoping at the very least. But yeah, also I love this store with an Altaria, because that does 50 damage, which takes out a Jirachi, and Jirachi is seen a lot, so being able to one-shot a Jirachi with the added effect of removing item cards is pretty good. So having that down as well, I think Noivern is pretty decent in its current format. Again, it's not the best because it does lack damage, just straight damage, but I still think it's pretty cool. Right, let's get stuff going. Oh, they just quit. Yay! Typical PTCGO, eh? Just an insta quit. Oh, I was getting excited there. Alright. Also, what's your thoughts on this new... I can't really show you, actually. I was going to say the new design layout, but I can't really show you. I guess you can see it up here on the top left here. You can see this a bit more... They've kind of fine-tuned the layout of PTCGO a little bit. What's your thoughts on that? Personally, I think... I could be completely wrong, but I think that it is... Pokemon kind of smoothing up the UI a little bit for the newcomers that should be coming to PTCGO with the Detective Pikachu set coming out. Because with that set coming out, you're far more likely to attract people outside of PTCGO or the trading card game as a whole into the game. Because whenever there's a set that is quite popular outside of the TCG, so more of a collector's set, and it usually ties into something else, then it attracts a lot more people in. So I think, here's an example, Evolutions. Evolutions is base set, so it kind of, there's a lot of people with nostalgia when they look at an Evolutions card, right? Because they see the old school Pokemon cards. So that was a set that is more likely to bring in people that wouldn't, that wouldn't typically, let's get this down a little bit out of the way. Yeah, that wouldn't typically be joining the game through other means. So, all right, getting a Lele down here is critical. Need to get a jaw supporter. Yeah, so with Detective Pikachu being tied into the film, and with the film having a lot of hype, there's a high chance of a lot of people coming into the TCG once that film is released and once this set is out. So I think that Pokemon are just tightening up the UI a little bit just to be a bit more impressive, if that's the right word to use. Well, this hand is far worse than the one we had before. We haven't even got a... Oh, yikes, man. We haven't even got a Noibat down. And if we're coming up against a Weavile, which will be probably coming out next turn, We do not want that Swablu going down. We do not want the Oranguru. I think I prefer the Oranguru in the active currently. This is a bit of a shame. Kind of whiffing on Noibat. Usually getting Noibat is so easy in this deck. I mean, we have Nest Balls, we have Ultra Balls, we have loads. Oh, they're going to Guzma and Weavile, right? That's going to be my assumption at the least. Let's see what they do. Yeah, there's a Weavile. And it's the Evil Admonition one as well, so they're going to one-shot the Swablu. Bit of a shame. And we can't follow up with an attack, really, because we haven't got anything to evolve. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. Let's go for... It's just going to be a bit weird, but I really need to thin. So I'm going to get rid of the Guzma and Malamar. And get ourselves a Noibat. That's what I feel like doing. And I'm going to be a bit greedy here and discard a Noivern GX to get an energy on this Noibat now. And then hopefully we can Oranguru into something a bit more valuable. Well, I guess we can get the Swablu out. Oh, that's just typical, isn't it? Alright, let's get the Swablu down. This is kind of bad. Because this Tapu Lele is kind of in the fire. But I'm pretty confident this Lele is not going to go down next turn. Because they're only hitting 100 damage. Choice Band on top of that. And Shrine, that'd be 140. Which is not enough. So I'm confident leaving Lele in the active. Unless they go for some weird Kukui thing. Which I hope they don't. Now that I've passed, I'm sitting there going, ew. They could do that. Which would be kind of a shame. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming this is Buzzgarb, a Buzzgarb variant, like Buzzgarb, Weavile, you know, one of those one energy attacking decks that all have decent attacks based on certain scenarios. That's my guess. Because next thing you know, they're going to get Trubbish down because they've probably seen this and went, whoa, that's a lot of item cards in the discard pile. Let's capitalize quick. So that's probably what's going on. Oh, I just walked into a Garbodor deck. That's not good. That's not good at all. Right. Okay, Macargo. Alright, I'm assuming this might be Buzz Weavile. Which, if you don't know, I've made a list on it a while ago. And boy, was it good. Oh my god, it was fun. One of my most favorite builds to date was Buzz Weavile. It just won so many tournaments for me. It was insane. And it was just so powerful against GX decks. And it's pretty good against tag team now that I think about it. Right, let's get the full art Noivern in there. Let's do that. Let's get a Nest Ball down and get ourselves probably a Ditto just for a bit of a bit more reliability in what we're going to get. I don't want to discard another Noivern GX, so... Okay, that's good. We can go for a Distort now, which is pretty decent. And getting a Inkay down would be really good here. So let's get an Inkay. That'd be quite reliable. At least we can evolve the Ditto into a Noivern next turn if we want to. So let's go for Distort. Now the big issue obviously with getting Ditto down is that they're going to be hitting 150 here. But that's still not a KO. Choice on 180, Shrine of Punishment. I guess they could really get there if we don't kind of counter the Shrine. But they're not one-hit KOing us just yet. So I'm pretty comfortable doing that for the time being. Man, Weavile is so hard to work around a lot of the times. But if we get that Noivern GX evolved into the Ditto, then that's another ability off the board. But I think we kind of have to be careful here when it comes to getting Malamar out and Altaria, because we're just going to really walk into big damage. This is very ability reliant deck because a lot of it is just buffing Noivern, which is what we want to do, right? So I guess we kind of have to sacrifice the buffs for the sake of them not getting one-hit KOs on us. So I think the top max is getting 3 abilities in play. Like the top of the ceiling is what we want to do. We don't want to go anywhere above that, otherwise we'll be screwed. So let's hope they don't bench another Sneasel, so we get another turn without it. That's what I'm hoping. Just another turn to kind of work with things. Kind of Guzming that Buzzwole this turn and getting a KO on that would be really good, but I just don't see that happening this turn. I'd have to have some pretty dope top decks. We have to have a Malamar, Malamar and a Guzma. of the Orangurus, which I just don't see happening. Okay, Distort's probably going to be the way we go this turn, so let's just go and get Oranguru down. And the thing is, if we get Malamar, we're just increasing the... Actually, I think we're fine. I think we can get Malamar down because there's still 3 abilities. So I think that's going to take priority here. Let's do that. And let's charge up the benched one. In that case, I think retreating to this fresh one would be the better way to go. So let's just do that. And distort again, so they just can't play their item cards. Take a quick prize there. So it's a bit shaky, but there's definitely ways around this. I kind of want to take out the Buzzword this turn. Definitely, we want to avoid the Sledgehammer turn. That's for certain. So let's prioritize taking out the Buzzword. I'd say that's the big one we want to go for. Now that I think about it. Yeah, and then after that, we'll probably target the Macargo. That's kind of the next 2 Pokemon I really want to hit. Unless they bench down of like a heavy threat. Like if they throw a Sneasel down, that's going to take priority after the Buzzwole. Because it's going to be a bit scary, that. Going to be a bit scary to say the least. So I'm assuming they're probably... I mean, are they going to drop a Kukui or something? And then... Because Kukui works very well with Macargo, especially in this deck. Kukui works really well in this deck, because if you get Macargo down, you're at least guaranteeing a card you want every single turn, which isn't the best, but if you're guaranteeing a card you want every single turn plus damage output, then that works really well in a deck that can limit it, can suffer in its damage. So Macargo works very well with Kukui in these types of decks. That's what I've seen from my personal experience, to say the least. So... And I'm surprised Macargo hasn't really gone up. I guess it's because of Jirachi, but with Erika coming out, Erika's such a popular card. It's a top deck draw supporter, so Macargo can use that. I'm still surprised to see... Well, obviously there's Zorak control, but no other variants of a control Macargo deck. But I guess Zorak's the best, which is probably why there's no other variants now that I think about it. So the ideal play here, just looking at it, is like a Switch and a Kukui. Oh, they're going to Guzma. Okay, so they're going to probably take out the... Do they take it out? I don't think they do. At that point, we just get a KO on that thing, right? It just makes our job easier. Unless they got a Choice Band. Choice Band would do it. One thing I'm really worried about is that Lele. That Lele is just sitting there, just waiting to be KO'd. Just waiting to be Guzma'd out. I hope this deck doesn't play 4 Guzma, because they only got 1 left. So... Wow, they whiffed. Okay, they whiffed the damage. That's huge. Okay, that's really huge. And it seems like this deck really capitalizes off playing... what was I going to say? Special energy. So this attack can be pretty good. Am I going to attach an extra energy to the... I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything attaching to... Oh my god, we're out of dark energy. Oh no. In that case, we're probably going to start attacking with Oranguru. That feels bad. Yikes. Okay, maybe Malamar. Because Malamar can hit weakness on both Garbodor and Buzzwole, which I expect. I see Garbodor coming. I see Garbodor coming from somewhere. I don't know where, but I see it. I see it. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. 2 Guzmas, right? So if we get in a tricky spot, we can kind of just pick and choose what we want to do. So let's Sonic Volume here. And just hold off there. If this deck is just, which is very rare, if this deck is just using special energy, then we just almost get a win here, because we just stop them from placing down energy and take KOs in the process. Yay. We're still sticking to the 3 abilities on the field, so Weavile still can't one-shot us. But even if they were to... Oh, they've got another Buzzwole down. Even if they were to bench a Weavile, then I think we'd be fine with Guzmas in our hand. But, yikes. And the scary thing is, if this Buzzwole comes into play, to be able to KO it, we have to pretty much get Altaria down to get a 1-hit KO on it. So, that's a bit scary. That's a bit scary for certain. So, I hope they don't have it. It's a big hope right now. I don't want them having this. Please, don't have it. Don't have it. Oh, they're going to Lily. Oh, no. Oh, they're fishing. They don't have it, do they? They ain't got it like that. Oh, they ain't got it like that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, we do have a Dark Energy now. Yeah. Okay. What takes priority is that Buzzwell going down because we're still on the 4%. However, actually, no. Sean, calm. I was gonna get an Altaria out and then take out the Buzzwell, but I think the safer play would be to take out the Macargo because we have Guzman. We have the KO on that. I think that's the safer play. In that sense, I'm gonna get rid of the Ultra Ball and get a Psychic Energy out and just attach it to this Noivern in case we need it. I'm going to save this Dark Energy just in case we're in trouble with that. So let's take out this thing and let's again go for the Sonic Volume. That's pretty good. There we go. And hopefully they just can't attach anything to be able to attack. So they missed out on their crucial turn. We've taken that out. And then we can go the next level and take out the Oranguru, really just shutting down their support line. So if we do that, that'd be sick. And if they're trying to stick us here, then that's so good. Oh, please. Please try and stick us. You can't attach special... Don't tell me this deck is just playing special energy. Oh, no. I'm scared that this deck is playing 4 unit energy and 4 rainbow energy. Because that's what I would play in my Buzzwell Weavile list. I didn't play any basics. And that really hurt me when I came up against Noivern back in that day. Counter energy. Oh my god, it's just special energy. Wow. Sonic Volume just gonna completely clutch this. No. You're not getting Macargo. I'm sorry. I know what you're gonna try and do. We're taking that Slugma out. I'm sorry, bud. I feel bad. I feel so mean. Yeah, this ain't happening. No, it's not happening, buddy. It's not gonna happen. And you can't even attach an energy. That ain't gonna happen either. Oh, coming in clutch now. So, getting in important KOs here. Guzman's pretty valuable in this deck. I don't know if I play 3 or 4. I think I play 4 because it's really good. As you can see here in this deck as well. Especially with Distort. It's really good with Distort. Kind of fishing out your Jirachis and shutting them down there as well. It's pretty good with Noivern. From my personal experience. Wow, that was a pretty busted game. And I'm pretty happy with that, actually. So, what I might do is just go ahead and show you the list. And we can go from there. And to be fair, I think that game was quite well represented because they wasn't really dead drawing. And they had the Macargos and the Orangurus out, and they had them for a decent amount of time. So they were able to do what they wanted to do. I don't think we outplayed them. I think our deck just directly countered them. We just stopped them from attaching energies. We shut down the item play and really slowed that deck down. And I know Buzz Weavile is supposed to be quite fast when I've played it. So I don't know if they... So you can see it, loads of variants. But this is the one I've stuck with. This has been the most successful. Whoops, I just cloned it. This has been the best one so far. And I'm really happy with it. So, yeah, go give this a shot. If there's anything you think that I should check out and change, let me know in the comments down below. If there's any card I've forgotten, which most likely is the case, then please do let me know. With that said, do leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course, please do subscribe for more. But up until tomorrow, please do take care, and peace.